So if you're like me, you probably have thought about getting more money in your life, getting more health in your life, getting that six-pack visible, but there's something that's stopping you from getting there. Maybe your goal is too big. Maybe your goal is too ambiguous, like I just want the six-pack, or I want £1 million by X year. It's not specific enough. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to reverse engineer your life so that you get actual milestones rather than like the big ambiguous goal that you probably may never ever reach, or don't even need to reach, because you're going to get like the ideal life you want to get by watching this video. So let's just say you want to have like a decent enough living income so you can just like not have to work ever again, but you've got businesses set up or passive income set up so that it kind of like funds your lifestyle. Number one is figuring out how much that lifestyle costs to live. So how much do you actually need per month to actually live the life you want to live? So let's break it down. Like your house, how much will that cost per month? Your car, how much will that cost per month? Your grocery shopping, how much will that cost per month? Your going out budget, your spending like on clothes budget, your activities budget, your holiday budget, your bills, all these different things need to be like compiled and written down, and then you can kind of have some perspective on like, okay, this is exactly how much I need per month to live my ideal life, live that life that I've always wanted. Whereas what most people do is like, I want to have £1 million by the time I'm 25 or 30 or 35. And that goal is not specific enough, and plus like that goal is not like realistically tangible in your mind, because it's just like a big figure. Whereas if you say, okay, I need £10,000, £10,700, sorry, I'm getting specific like that, £10,738.22 per month to live my ideal life. Now you have some structure to it. Let's just say that all that cost was your mortgage, your bills, your holiday costs, your car costs, car loan, fuel, insurances, everything is compiles down to that £10,738.22, right? Now you have a specific figure in mind that you can like genuinely work towards and get excited when you get closer towards. Having that £1 million figure is great, but like it's not personal enough. Whereas if you say, all right, I know exactly how much my car is going to cost. It's going to be £2,000 a month, for example. My mortgage is going to be £2,000 a month. All my bills included, that would be like £1,000 a month. My food costs, that would be like £500 per month. When you start breaking down all the specific costs and you actually get like that specific number, you can be like, okay, I know like exactly how much I'm going to get to be able to live that ideal lifestyle. And that's where you want to get to, because now this monetary figure is attached to the lifestyle you'll be living, and you can literally say, okay, as soon as I get that, I can get this, or the car, or the house, or X, Y, and Z, whatever's part of your like ideal living list, right? That's how it works. Same thing with like, let's just say if you're overweight, for example, and you want to lose some body fat, and you want to get your abs to pop out, you want to get everything just looking great, right? How are you going to do that without like, you can say, yeah, I want to be 10% body fat, and that's great. That is a goal, but it's not specific enough. Whereas if it's like, okay, you're 90 or 100 kilograms, and you want to get down to 80 kilograms, that's 20 kilograms you need to lose of fat. So what do you need to do that? One, you need to have like specific protein like requirements. So that's like, I think for 100 kilograms, so let's just say 200 pounds roughly, 200 pounds of like 100 kilograms is roughly 200 pounds. So you need 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, which is 200 grams of protein per day of like lean meat and protein powders and stuff like that. And then the rest you can fill in, providing it's under your calories. So you know specifically exactly what you need like per day to like eating requirements and stuff like that, to be able to slowly reduce your weight so it gets to that 80 kilogram mark. And if you say you can do this over a certain period of time, like when you really break it down, you can weigh how much fat weighs and like how many calories it takes to burn like 1 gram of fat, for example, and then multiply that by how many calories you need over a certain period of time. Let's just say you're doing this over 20 kilograms, let's just say over 6 months to a year, for example. Like if you're going to do this like in a balanced way, in a not like too extreme kind of way, then you break down exactly how many calories you need to eat per day and how many calories you need to burn per day. And then you just kind of like reverse engineer that whole thing. And then over that period of time, you just execute every single day, burn the exact amount of calories you need, whether that's 30 minutes on a bike or 45 minutes on a bike, lifting weights, blah, blah, blah. Like roughly gauge what these things would, like how much energy these activities would burn, and then reverse engineer it. So I need to lose 20 kilograms of fat. How many calories do I need to burn to add up to like 20 kilograms of fat? So it's just taking the big goal, which is like 10% body fat, but literally breaking it down into like day by day steps. What do I need to do? So for example, with this YouTube channel, I can say, all right, if I produce 1,000 videos, that will get my channel to a decent level of subscribers, view count. Hopefully at that point, like the income would be able to like be at a really decent pace, to be fair, if I had 1,000 videos on my channel. Now, how quickly can I get to 1,000 videos? And do this in a strategic way that you can kind of like do long term and keep up for a while without burning out potentially. But let's just say if I were to do one video a day for 3 years, or just under 3 years, that is 1,000 videos. Now that's my big goal done. I've got 1,000 videos that are on my channel, but it's taken me exactly just under 3 years to get there, because 365 times 3 is like, what is that? It's over 1,000 basically. I think it's like 1,095 or something like that. Whereas, so maybe just a little bit shy of 3 years, I can literally get to 1,000 videos in 3 years. Whereas if I want to do that in a shorter amount of time, let's just say I wanted to get to, I mean, you can do this in 3 months. If you were to produce 10 videos a day, obviously they won't be great quality, but they're maybe like 5 minutes long each, for example. If you did 10 videos a day, it'll take you 100 days to get to 1,000 videos. So it's just like, obviously that's not realistic. Like all the videos will be crap in general, but like, let's just say over a year, for example, you did 3 videos a day. If you had the capacity and the endurance to do that and the stamina to do that, 3 10-minute videos a day, for example, over a year, that's 1,095 videos or something along them lines, videos produced that year. So that's like my goal is to get 1,000 videos. Now I reverse engineer how I can actually get there. And the same thing with the income, same thing with the fitness, same thing with like different aspects of your life. If you're single, if you want to get a relationship, it's like finding your partner could be like, it could be seen like sales. You have to go through enough numbers to get there. So if you're not going on at least 2 dates a week, for example, over a certain amount of time, then you just reduce your potential, you reduce your possibility of finding that person. Whereas if you're going on 1 date per month, you've only got 12 opportunities that year to find someone. Whereas if you've done two a week, you've got 104 opportunities that year. So increase that amount of exposure to the market, if you will. And the same thing with the YouTube videos, same thing with your income. Like, it's all able to be reverse engineered. You just have to kind of figure out exactly what you want, first of all, and why you want it. That's like another video. Like, why you want it is a completely different video. But when you figure out why you want something or what you want, then how do you reverse engineer it? How do you like literally just get a pen and paper and like say, all right, this is what my level of income will be when I have my ideal lifestyle. This is like what the car I want, the house I want, the bills I want to be able to pay, like that kind of level. Maybe ask around with someone who is living your ideal life and ask them to break down their figures, for example, and then they have all the rest of the money as savings or like put into investments and stuff. But if you get that perspective, now you have something tangible to work towards, rather than saying, I want £1 million by this date. You instead just want 10 grand, £738, 22 pence per month. And that's so much more realistic to actually achieve rather than £1 million at 25.